Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. I'm coming to you with another sales update video. The first item I have is a Nike men's hockey jersey. I'm pretty sure I have this in a haul video. I picked this up just because I thought it looked pretty cool. No other reason. It was half off at the Salvation Army. You know, as always, I always look at these things and they make it half off. I know there's a lot of men where I am that do buy sports stuff. I see them like going through the racks and picking up all the sports stuff. I don't know a lot about sports and I don't know a lot about these jerseys, whether they're original, whether they're not, so I usually hesitate picking anything up. But I thought this looked pretty cool. It was in very, very clean condition. It was only $2.50, so I didn't even look it up. When I got home and I did look it up, many of the sellers that had it said it was from the 2006 Olympics. Now, when you get information like this, if you see like there's 5 of these shirts out and only one says it's from like the Olympics in 2006 and you don't see that information repeated anywhere, I wouldn't grab it and put it into your title if you're not sure. But since I saw several sellers who were selling all sports stuff and they were all saying the same thing, I kind of took the chance that, okay, this is probably legit, and I did put it into my title. The guy was very happy, so obviously it was okay. But be careful of picking out information from somebody else's auctions, especially if it's not duplicated, because you can't be sure that they're not just, if they're wrong. And if they're wrong and you duplicate it, you're going to get a negative. So just be careful about information you pick up from other sellers. This was sold for $27.99, and I think it only took about 2 weeks to sell, and the buyer paid $32.18 for shipping. Okay, this is a Maidenform bra. It was only $1.50. I think I picked up 2 of these. I sold the other one as well, and they were only $1.50. They were half off at the Goodwill, and the tags were really weird. They said the other one I think was tan, and it said had the same exact tag. So both of them had the same exact tag. They didn't have the original like Maidenform tags. So I'm not saying it's new because I just didn't like the way that kind of looked, and I didn't want anyone to say, hey, you know, this tag doesn't even match this bra. So I put pre-owned in the title just to cover myself. It's not worth an extra $1.50 or $3 to get someone who's unhappy that could potentially leave a negative. So it was only $1.50. Even with the pre-owned, it sold for $10.49, and the buyer paid $14.13 for shipping. Okay, this is a pair of Levi's 501 jeans. 501s for me normally sell for more money, but I had a sale on my whole on all my auctions for 30% off, so that's why it went off for $17.49. I paid $5.50, and the buyer paid $24.99 for shipping. For me, 501s are the best. 505s are right after that, and 550s after that. That it runs in that order for me. But you also want to look like for the tags to see if they're made in the USA, because if they're made in the USA, they're vintage, and that will add to the selling price as well. So look for made in the USA. That's also important. And if you have that, try to put that in your title as well. Okay. This is a pair of Chico's. Now I normally don't just pick up Chico's pants, but they were only 50 cents at a Goodwill sale. They sold for $12.59, and the buyer paid $19.79 with shipping. This is a women's Ann Taylor skirt. It had all this embroidery. This is all embroidered at the hem, and there's a tag. It wasn't a great size. It was only a size 6. But at $2.50, I thought it would sell. It sold for $13.99, and the buyer paid $17.79 with shipping. Okay, here's another pair of Clarks. I think I sold a pair of men's Clarks on the last video as well. These are great. If you do see men's Clarks, Oxfords, or these are bicycle toe Oxfords. If you don't know what a bicycle toe is, when the stitching comes in like this, that's called a bicycle toe, and people seem to like it, so you want to put that into the title as well. When I looked this pair up with other sellers, they were all, well, a lot of them were saying oily leather, and it does kind of have like an oily leather feel to them. So I didn't know whether that was important, but I had the space, so I did put it oily into the title, even though I don't know if that helps the sale or not. You'll see I have Northfield Oxford shoes in the title. I got Northfield by looking up the style number that's in the shoe. So if you have a style number that's in the shoe, always Google it and see if you can find it on a website, which will have a very detailed description of the shoe and will give you the actual title of the shoe as well, which is great to put into the title of your auction. Okay, these were $7. Now, I will pay more for men's, obviously, than I'll pay for women's Clarks. Women's Clarks, I usually only pay $5 and under, unless there's something exceptional about them. And the men's, I'll go up to about $8, or maybe even 10 if they're just perfect. I might go up to 10, because you can see this got 40, so I'm good with that. Okay, all right, so it sold for $39.99, and the buyer paid $51.64. So look out for those Clarks men's Oxfords. Okay, this is a men's Nautica sweater. It was new with tags. It was half off at the Salvation Army, but it was a size small, which is not that great. So it was hanging around in my store for a while. It made it to the 30% off sale, so it only sold for $18.89, and the buyer paid $23.42. So on $3.50, for me, that's still okay. Okay, here's another pair of men's Clarks. It wasn't as good as the other pair. It didn't seem to be getting as much money, but still it was good. It was $7, and it sold for $24.49, and the buyer paid $35.04 with shipping. And just in case you don't know, this is a wingtip. See the tips of these? But let me see if I have a picture of the side. Okay, see how the wing goes all the way around to the back? That's called a, it could be a long tip or a long wing tip. So a lot of them end right toward the front, but if it extends all the way to the back, you may want to put that in the title as well. Okay, this I thought was going to get more money because of the flag, but nope, not really. This was $5.50 at the Goodwill, and I thought, oh, this is going to get money, but it sat in my store for a while, so it made it to the 30% off. It sold for $13.99, so that's about an $8 profit on that $5.50, which isn't really great. And the buyer paid $21.19 with shipping, but it's fine. I mean, that's how you learn. So like I always said, you know, it may not be exactly what you were looking for, but you still made money and you'll learn something. So overall, that's good. All right, this is a pair of $5.50 Levi's. And that's what I'm saying, like the 501s, the 550s, and the 505s are very good sellers. This was $5.50 at the Goodwill. They sold for $20.99, and the buyer paid $28.19 with shipping. Now you can see I have a lot of Levi's. That's the kind of area I'm in. I have Levi's, I have Woolrich, Pendleton. Know your area. Try to get a good feel. Like if you're not going to find the high-end stuff, see what is in your area that does sell well, because you may not have the Vineyard Vines. You know, you may not see that, but see what you do have that is a good seller, because usually areas have something that people want, and you might not have those really high-end items. Like I don't. I mean, I'm always really happy when I find Vineyard Vines. It's kind of rare, but these items do sell well, and the thrift stores are filled with them. Like this next item, here's a Woolrich, and you know, it's pretty comparable to, you know, certain Vineyard Vines as well. So get excited about these items too. This is a Woolrich Sportsman. I think that's pronounced chamois. C-H-A-M-O-I-S. Let me show you. I know you've seen me sell these before. This is a nice big size, which was even better. But this was only $4.50, and it sold for $31.49. So even though this isn't like a high-end brand, it's a very, very good seller. And if you were able to feel it, you'd see the quality of it. It's a really thick, warm, you know, shirt. So when you have a shirt like this, even if it's a different brand, always think of who you're trying to appeal to. You may want to put hunting or camping or, you know, hiking in your title. Just be careful of those words that you're not cutting out more important words like flannel or sportsman. You don't want to leave out the title to put in hunting, camping, hiking into your title. You want to have all your information, and if you have room, you can put in those extra keywords to draw a bigger crowd. So this is great. So $4.50 sold for $31.49, and the buyer paid $38.69 with shipping. So keep your eye out for these heavy, thick flannel shirts from Woolrich. They do very well. Okay, the next two items are from Etsy. Now this wasn't much. This was just a little pin that I picked up at a church sale. It was only 25 cents. And this sold for $3.99, and the buyer paid $7.31 with shipping. So basically I made about $4 on a quarter. Okay, this is another Christmas item. This was a vintage snowman tapestry vest. This was 50 cents at the Goodwill, and I purchased this in the middle of the summer, and I knew I had to wait to going into Christmas before it would sell. It sold at the end of October. It sold for $14.99, and the buyer paid $16.81 with shipping. Okay, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you next time.